Who still breathes your memory tonight? Every wall remembers your voice. And though the world keeps turning outside, time stopped the moment you said goodbye. Morning light crawls through the curtains, landing where you used to sleep. I still reach across the cold sheets, searching for a dream I couldn't keep. Your coffee cup is gone from the table, but the circle it left still remains, like a map of everywhere we've traveled, now covered by invisible rain. I never thought a silence could be louder than every word we ever said. Now I count the hours by the echoes inside my restless head. When your shadow left my door, every color faded from the room. The laughter doesn't live here anymore, only lonely flowers bloom. I keep hearing footsteps in the hallway, but no one ever comes around. When your shadow left my door, my world forgot its sound. I walk the streets we used to wander, the city wears your memory well. Every corner knows your secrets, every traffic light has stories to tell. I see your names inside the clouds, then watch them slowly drift apart. Some goodbyes are whispered softly, but they still break a heart. The moon still hangs above the rooftop, like a witness to our final night. And every star that once surrounded us has dimmed its gentle light. When your shadow left my door, every color faded from the room. The laughter doesn't live here anymore, only lonely flowers bloom. I keep hearing footsteps in the hallway, but no one ever comes around. When your shadow left my door, my world forgot its sound. Maybe love was never meant to stay forever. Maybe some souls simply pass us by. But I will keep the pieces that we built together, even if they make me cry. And one day these trembling hands will stop reaching through the air. I'll remember you without breaking and breathe a lighter prayer. When your shadow left my door, I learned how fragile hearts can be. The emptiness became a teacher, showing what love used to mean. And somewhere deep inside my soul, love will bloom again. The house no longer feels abandoned. The pain no longer owns the floor. But every now and then I whisper, tonight the sky is crying softly for a love that slipped away. Every drop that falls around me carries words we couldn't say. I found our footprints by the riverside, though time has worn them thin, like a story written in the sand that the tide could never win. The old cafe still glows at twilight, the chairs remain the same. But every empty seat reminds me nothing stays when love has changed. And every passing cloud above me knows the battles I conceal, because some wounds never disappear, they simply learn to heal. We're just pieces of us beneath the rain, scattered across forgotten years, falling softly through my hands, mixed together with my tears. The storms may wash away our footsteps, but they can't erase the flame. We're only pieces of us beneath the rain, still remembering our names. Your sweater hangs inside my closet, holding on to yesterday. I tell myself I'll pack it away tomorrow, but tomorrow never stays. I still know your favorite melody, though I don't sing along anymore, 'cause every note unlocks a memory that opens an old door. The thunder speaks what we avoided, the lightning writes our last goodbye. And every heartbeat in the darkness asks the silent question, why? We're just pieces of us beneath the rain, scattered across forgotten years, falling softly through my hands, mixed together with my tears. The storms may wash away our footsteps, but they can't erase the flame. We're only pieces of us beneath the rain, still remembering our names. Maybe love was never broken, maybe it simply changed its shape, turning into quiet memories that no distance can escape. And someday these rainy evenings will make my spirit fall apart. They'll become gentle reminders of a beautiful broken heart. We're just pieces of us beneath the rain, no longer fighting what is gone. Though the world keeps moving forward, your memory clear. I gather every piece we left behind and place them safely here. No footsteps in the hallway tonight. No voice calling out my name. Just a stillness wrapped in moonlight that never feels the same. The clock ticks louder than it used to since you walked out of the door. Even time feels unfamiliar, like it doesn't belong here anymore. I talk to the air beside me as if you'll answer like before, but the words just fall in pieces onto this empty floor. And I swear I feel you breathing in the space you used to keep, but it's only my imagination waking me from sleep. The silence is sleeping beside me, where your heartbeat used to lie. It wraps around the empty pillow and stays with me at night. I try to turn away from missing you, but it never lets me go. The silence is sleeping beside me, and it already knows. Your jacket still hangs on the chair like it forgot you disappeared, and every shadow in the bedroom feels a little too near. I pour a cup for two at dinner, then remember I'm alone. Even the walls have stopped pretending that this house is a home. I used to fear the dark outside me, now I fear what's left within, because the quiet has a language that speaks your name again. The silence is sleeping beside me, where your heartbeat used to lie. It wraps around the empty pillow and stays with me at night. I try to turn away from missing you, but it never lets me go. The silence is sleeping beside me, and it already knows. Maybe silence is just memory that refuses to decay, holding on to every moment we were too afraid to say. If I learn to live without you, will it finally drift away, or will it always stay beside me, like it's here to stay? The silence is sleeping beside me, but I'm learning how to breathe. Even ghost of love we had once eventually must leave. I won't fight the quiet anymore if it's all I have whispering your name into my mind, but tonight I let the silence stay. The world goes quiet after dark, but my thoughts don't follow suit. They gather in the corners where I still remember you. The streetlights paint the window gold, like the glow of better days, when your laughter filled the silence in 1,000 different ways. Now I sit with coffee cooling, watching hours drift away, and every second feels like echoes of what we used to say. I tell myself I'm doing better, that your memory will fade, but the night has other answers, it refuses to obey. I still hear your name at midnight, when the world is fast asleep. It slips into my quiet thoughts, where the memories run deep. No matter how I try to silence what my heart won't let go, I still hear your name at midnight, soft and low. The bed feels wider than it used to, like it's missing half its soul. Every pillow keeps your outline in a story left untold. I scroll through songs we used to play, just to feel you for a while, but every note becomes a dagger, dressed up like a smile. And I swear I hear you whisper in the wind outside my door, but when I reach into the darkness, there's nothing there anymore. I still hear your name at midnight, when the world is fast asleep. It slips into my quiet thoughts, where the memories run deep. No matter how I try to silence what my heart won't let go, I still hear your name at midnight, soft and low. Maybe time is just a stranger, passing through without a trace, stealing pieces of our story, leaving shadows in its place. And maybe I will learn to greet you without breaking every time, but tonight I still can hear you in every chime. I still hear your name at midnight, but it doesn't hurt the same. It's just a fading kind of echo of a once burning flame. And though I know you're not beside me, somewhere deep inside I know I still hear your name at midnight, and I let it go. The night keeps turning pages, the dawn is drawing near, but for now I let your memory stay. There's ink on every page I hide, words I never did release. They live inside a locked up drawer, where only silence finds peace. I start with hey, I miss you sometimes, then cross it out again, because honesty feels dangerous when I don't know where you've been. The paper knows my secret stories, the ones I cannot speak. Every line I try to finish just breaks beneath me. And I wonder if you'd read them, would it change a thing at all? Or would about the nights I waited for your voice to call my name, about the way I kept pretending that I wasn't feeling pain. I even write the words I hate you and tear them up in shame. 'Cause even in my anger I still whisper your name. The ink is full of conversations that never left my hand, like love that lost its destination before it had a chance to land. These are letters I never had the courage to send, filled with love that never found its end. Every word a wound I tried to mend, but I only wrote to pretend. They stay here in my drawer of might-have beens, where every page remembers what I mean. These are letters I never had the courage to send to you again. Maybe someday I will read them without my heart falling apart, and see that every broken sentence was just learning how to start. And maybe you were never meant to hold the truth I couldn't say. Maybe these unsent confessions were meant to fade away. These are letters I never had the courage to send, but they help my shattered pieces slowly mend. Every goodbye I couldn't comprehend found its ending in the pen, so I'll keep them in my quiet little world, where all my unsaid feelings are unfurled. These are letters I never had the courage to send, but they saved me in the end. I close the drawer, I breathe again, and let the silence mend. I wake up to a world still turning, but I don't feel part of its spin. Like a song that keeps on playing, but I've forgotten where to begin. My heartbeat feels like static, a distant fading sound. I walk through crowded places, but I'm nowhere to be found. Even laughter feels like fiction, a language I once knew. Now every step I take is heavy without the rhythm of you. I used to move like music, every moment in control, but now I'm just a shadow trying to remember my own soul. I'm the soul that lost its rhythm, dancing in a broken time. Every memory, a heartbeat that no longer feels like mine. I try to find the melody we used to call our own, but I'm the soul that lost its rhythm, and I'm alone. The city hums around me like a song I cannot join. Every face is moving forward while I'm lost between the noise. I trace the past in silence, where your hands once held mine tight, but even shadows stop responding in this endless just a record that will never play the same. I'm the soul that lost its rhythm, dancing in a broken time. Every memory, a heartbeat that no longer feels like mine. I try to find the melody we used to call our own, but I'm the soul that lost its rhythm. And I'm maybe silence is a teacher, not a punishment at all. Maybe falling out of rhythm is just learning how to fall. And maybe in the breaking there's a quieter kind of sound, where lost souls start remembering what was buried underground. I was the soul that lost its rhythm, but I'm learning how to breathe. Every crack inside my heartbeat is a place for light to leave. And though I'm not the same as I was, there's a pulse I can't deny. I was the soul that lost its rhythm, but I'm still alive. Slowly, softly, something stirs, a beat I recognize as yours and mine, then fades into my own. The hallway doesn't echo anymore, like it used to call your name. Just a fading bulb above the door, still glowing through the pain. Your mug still sits beside the sink, like it's waiting for your hand. But the water never boils the same since I learned to understand that love can leave so quietly, without a final sound. Just a change in the atmosphere when no one's really around. I walk through rooms of memory where your laughter used to stay. Now every step feels heavier in a house that lost its way. You were the last light in our empty home. Now even shadows feel alone. I talk to walls that don't respond, as if you're still here, not gone. But every night the truth reminds me of everything we couldn't say. You were the last light in our empty home that slowly dimmed away. The couch still holds your silhouette and the fabric of its time, like a story never finished, frozen somewhere in its line. I The street lights flicker like they know my name, but they don't speak the same. Since you left, everything feels strange, like nothing stays the same. We carved our names into the evening, like promises in stone. Said we'd never fall apart, but now I walk alone. The bakery still smells like mornings. We used to share a smile. Now every step I take reminds me of every fading mile. I hear our laughter in the wind sometimes, but it never stays too long. It slips between the passing cars like a half-forgotten song. These are broken dreams on an empty street where your shadow used to be. Every corner holds a memory that refuses to leave me. I chase the ghost of what we wanted through the echoes underneath. These are broken dreams on an empty street, still breathing beneath my feet. The bus stop bench is colder now, without your hand in mine. Even time moves slower here, like it's lost its sense of time. I'd pass the places we would wander, with nowhere left to go. And every signpost points to silence, only I seem to know. And I swear I see you standing by the corner of my past. But when I reach out through the darkness, the moment never lasts. These are broken dreams on an empty street where your shadow used to be. Every corner holds a memory that refuses to leave me. I chase the ghost of what we wanted through the echoes underneath. These are broken dreams on an empty street, still breathing beneath my feet. Maybe dreams don't truly die, they just lose their shape in time, turning into quiet footsteps in the corners of the mind. And maybe I will learn to walk here without falling apart inside. But tonight I still am searching for the life we left behind. These are broken dreams on an empty street, but I'm learning how to breathe. Every step becomes a story I no longer need to repeat. And though the past still walks beside me like a shadow I can't defeat, these are broken dreams on an empty street, and I still move my feet. The street goes on without us now, but I'm still walking somehow. Room is quiet, but it's not still. It moves with what we used used to feel. Every shadow knows your name, and nothing here feels real. I trace your footsteps on the carpet like a ritual I can't break. Every corner holds a heartbeat that I pretend to remake. The mirror shows a lonely figure, but I see us side by side, in reflections that keep flickering between truth and what I hide. I tell myself it's over, but the music won't agree. It plays the song we used to love, like you're still here with me. I'm dancing alone with yesterday, spinning through what used to be. Every step a broken memory, pulling you back into me. The rhythm feels like holding the replay. The clock forgets to move forward when I fall into the past. Every second stretches longer, like it doesn't wanna pass. I hear your voice inside the silence, softly calling from the air. But when I reach out for the moment, there's no one there. And I know I should be letting go now, but my heart refuses change. It keeps spinning in the same place, like nothing feels estranged. I'm dancing alone with yesterday, spinning through what used to be. Every step a broken back into me. The rhythm feels like holding on to a love that slipped away. I'm dancing alone with yesterday, and I can't stop the replay. Maybe time is just a mirror, showing what we used to be. And every turn I take inside it, it's just you and me. But mirrors only show reflections, not the life that lies ahead. And I'm learning how to face the future without the words we never said. I was dancing alone with yesterday, lost inside a fading song. But the music starts to change now, and I know I can move on. Every step becomes a moment I don't need to replay. I was dancing alone with yesterday, but I'm walking away. The music fades into silence, and yesterday lets go of me. Didn't hear a thunder crash, no sign up in the sky. Just a quiet kind of morning where I stopped asking why. The photographs are still in order, but they don't hurt my eyes like they used to in the dark hours when I couldn't say goodbye. Your name still lives inside me, but it doesn't pull me down. It feels like something distant that I've learned to carry now. I thought I'd break forever in the shape of what we were, but even broken pieces start to lose their blur. This is the day my soul learned to let go. Not in anger, not in pain, just slow, like the river finally finding flow. After holding back for so long, this is the day my soul learned to let go of every shadow I used to know. And even if I miss you so, I won't hold on too strong. The room still holds your memory, but it no longer screams your name. It whispers like a fading echo that no longer feels the same. I walk through streets we used to wander, but I don't turn around. The past is just a language that I no longer spell out loud. And every tear I cried before feels like a different life, like someone else was hurting in the middle of the night. This is the day my soul learned to let go. Not in anger, not in pain, just slow, like the river finally finding flow. After holding back for so long, this is the day my soul learned to let go of every shadow I used to know. And even if I miss you so, I won't hold on too strong. Maybe letting go is not forgetting, but remembering without the ache. Like love becomes a softer lesson time slowly helps us make. And I don't need to erase you from the story that I wrote. You were once my deepest feeling, but now you're just a note. This is the day my soul learned to let go. And I can feel my heartbeat grow into something I can't own without your echo. This is the day my soul learned to let go. And I finally start to know that even broken hearts can glow when they're set free. No more fighting with the silence,